Okay, there it is. Hello, Internet. It's me, Random Kid Max Hines here with a review. Whoa! Who do I think I am to be giving a review? No one. But sometimes you need a no one to tell you something good. Now, what am I reviewing? A video game. What video game? Champions of Norrath Return to Arms. I like this game a lot. It's the sequel to Champions of Norrath. It's an adventure RPG for the PlayStation 2. Now, from what I've learned, it is a continuation of the first game's story. It takes place literally right after. There's no big introduction or anything. You're just there. And I've never played the first game all the way through, so I don't know. But I've heard from other reviews that I've looked at that it's the same thing. But they did add 2 more classes, and I'm actually playing as one, the Iskar Shaman. It's a lizard man with magic powers. Except I named him, what was it? It's Ishkan the Regenerative. Because it's a cool name and I like it. But anyway, long story. About the game. I've heard a lot of negative reviews about it, and I think it's a great game. And I've played all of the Diablo games. I played Diablo 1 on a computer and for the PlayStation, Diablo 2 on a computer with the expansion pack, and Diablo 3 on an Xbox 360 without the expansion. And the thing is, I like Champions of Norrath a lot. It's actually kind of similar to Baldur's Gate, if you've ever played Baldur's Gate. But being similar is okay. Now, I've heard on a review that they complained about the fighting mechanics of the game. First of all, you have to continually tap the X button in order to attack, which I actually like, because then you can kind of have more control over when you start and end your attack, which is great. And also, there's concern about having a lot of the bigger creatures, you have to learn when to block and when to attack. And I'm just fine with that. I actually think it adds a challenge, and it's not just running in and swinging your sword all over crazy, unless you're a barbarian. That's kind of what they do. Which I like that aspect, it's kind of a Zelda-ish aspect, where you have to find ways to do things that work. And so I think that's wonderful. A lot of people also complain about the maps. The maps are big and extensive, and I like it a lot. Some people don't like the color scheme of some of the maps, but I think sometimes having that monochrome color scheme, where you only have one set of colors, is actually really smart. Because imagine, you're on the plane of war, alright? This isn't the plane of candy and lollipops, this is the plane of war. It's gonna be sad and dreary. Fire going around, a bunch of rocks. It makes sense. And then there's the plane of innovation, which is more colorful, with things everywhere. So there's obviously more things to have colored. So I like it a lot. The graphics are stunningly good for whatever... Let's see what year it came out in. And here's the cover art right here. You can't see that because of glare. There, that's the cover art. It's really good. Let me see if I can find this quick. 2004. 2004. And this thing has amazing graphics. I mean, they're just wonderful. And it's a fun game, and the greatest aspect of it is its its replay value. Because after you go through the storyline once, you get your character probably, I'm assuming, up to about level 25. Then you can play through it again on a harder difficulty, keeping your character, which is wonderful. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? Beast to you. The armor in the game is designed beautifully, and it looks amazing. As far as I've gotten, I haven't gotten very high in the armor tiers here, but from what I've seen, it's astonishing how cool it is. The abilities are cool. It's just a fun game that I like, and I wanted to make this review because both the reviews I saw were very negative, and I wanted something positive out there, so that way everyone doesn't think, man, this game is crap. And really, it's a good game. Now, I rated about 4 out of 5. Why 4 out of 5? Well, because of that little bit of a missing story element. I mean, it's not that it's missing, it's that you actually have to look for it and you have to read and listen to get it. And also, because you kind of have to play the first game in order to understand why you're doing what you're doing in the second game. So, 4 out of 5. I don't know what to review ever again, so if you have any suggestions, well, I look like Jimmy Neutron. If you have any suggestions, please tell me them. I would be happy to hear. And since only 28 of you now exist and are subscribed to me, I will do every single one of them. No limit. That's not a sign. What? Join us next time as we talk about sour bubblegum.